Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. We are few months to 2023. Let me say, few days to the 2023 presidential election. And a lot of things are unfolding. PDP, their crisis is still deepening. And this time around, Atiku Abubakar has decided to fire back at Wike over the votes of Rivers State. We're going to be looking at that. I know that he is trying to wake up the lion in Wike, because I know he's going to call for a press statement or a press conference to send another strong message to Atiku Abubakar. Now, we're going to give you full details of what Atiku had to say, and also another related development. A lot of chieftain of PDP have lambasted a tongue over the statement he made against the person of Atiku Abubakar and his supporters. All of this is coming in a jiffy. But before we do that, if you're not subscribed to our channel, please do well. Hit on the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. Now, according to the news, the People Democratic Party PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar has said Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State is not the custodian of votes in the state. Wike has vowed never to support Atiku 2023 presidential bid. He and five other PDP governors have been aggrieved with Atiku and the party's leadership after he lost the presidential primaries. The governor accused Atiku of backing Ayochayu to remain as the party's national chairman. Wike and some governors of PDP said a particular region can produce PDP national chairman and PDP's candidate. The governor also accused Atiku of sidelining him in the constitution of his presidential campaign council. Reacting, Atiku said Wike can't manipulate votes in Rivers State following the introduction of electronic voting. Speaking through the spokesperson of his campaign council, Dino Malai, he said it's wrong for Wike to think he would fail in Rivers State. He stressed that the governor can't decide who the people of the state will vote. According to him, he said it's very fallacious for you to think that because that governor is not with your candidate, he will lose the state. I will cast your mind back to a day when you sat down and wrote results for a state. We are not in that era any longer. With the advent of BVAs and electronic transmission of results in Rivers State, for example, Governor Wike is not the custodian, or he is not to appropriate the votes of Rivers State. If you now go to election as it's now with electoral reform, the grassroots matters, the electorate matters, the youth and women matters. That is why Atiku is speaking directly to the conscience of the electorate. Meanwhile, in a related development, a chieftain of the People Democratic Party (PDP), Jacob Mark, has wondered why the executive governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, had to come out to contest the presidential ticket on the platform of the People Democratic Party when everyone, both in the People's Democratic Party and All Progressive Congress, were clamoring for a southeastern presidency. According to Jacob Mark, Nyesom Wike was very aware of the agitation for the southeastern presidency, yet he chose to contest the primary election. Jacob Mark stated that people were already considering giving the Southeast an Igbo aspirant a chance at the presidency, but because Wike felt he always get whatever he wants, he decided to contest the primary election. Jacob Mark had earlier stated that the southern governors were not united ahead of the presidential primary election, noting that they should have supported one aspirant to image. Jacob stated that why is it that Wike came out to contest when everybody else in PDP, APC, or any other party was clamoring for a Southeasterner to be a president? And this has attracted a lot of reactions from Nigeria. But first of all, let's look at what Atiku Abubakar have to say. Whether we like it or not, irrespective of what is being introduced, the electoral reforms, the BVAs, electronic transmission of result, and all of that, the governors still have a huge role to play. Now, we already have seen what Wike did. The first thing he did was to ensure he employed not less than 200,000, people to be his personal assistant for political units. Now, those 200 people, I'm very sure that they all are going to cast their vote in support of the person that Wike is supporting. That's the one. So already 200,000 people are out. Secondly, those people will be at the polling units. Thirdly, in Rivers State, the only thing that Wike has been doing is to organize a press conference where he tears down the fame of Atiku Abubakar. And how does he do this? He will come out with the injustice that Atiku Abubakar has exhibited and his refusal, constant refusal to do their bidding, which is that the South should have its president in the executive of PDP, just as the North have. The North has presented a candidate in person of Atiku Abubakar. The South should be the chairman, just like it is obtainable. So already the minds of people have been built, or there's this defense system against Atiku. But the few people who are struggling to support Atiku Abubakar, a lot of them are beneficiaries of Atiku. Possibly they had been one or two promises that have been given to them. We are going to do this. Just fairly recently, we saw what happened when Atiku Abubakar started doing campaign in Rivers State. His supporters were beaten blue black. Some of them were in the hospital. So all of these points to one direction. That no matter what, except the governor just wants to be lackadaisical, everything should play out the same. And, even if you have all of that to say, let's also look at this issue of ethnicity. In this election, no matter how we talk about the fact that, it should, PDP is in this state, in this state, in this state, in there, already there is this perfect representation of the key ethnic groups in Nigeria: Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Fulani. So already in the South, if you do not have a good record, there is a lot of bad record about you in a particular state. Automatically, the people in that state will look for someone that they know at the end of the day will favor them. What Wike has been able to establish in the minds of the people is that Atiku Abubakar does not have Southerners at heart. That is what he has been saying. He doesn't have, and he has presented, he's not just making a vague statement. He has presented visible and provable reasons why I say this guy does not consider us. Look at, I told him I didn't tell him he should leave as the presidential aspirant of PDP. But I just told him, let the national chairman of PDP come from the South as it is included in the constitution. And he declined. So it clearly shows that he doesn't care for us. It clearly shows that he doesn't have our interests at heart. He's been beating this thing into the minds of the people. So already the people are thinking of either Bola Ahmed Tinubu or the person of Peter Obi. Those are the few people. So this one that Dino Malayi is saying is just trying to give a statement about a question or give an answer to a question that he was being asked. And then still talking about this issue of politics with what Jacob Mark have said. That is what politics is all about. And that is why it's painful when you see Southeast behave the way they behave. Up till today, as we are talking, the women came out the other day, and it's the women. They came out the other day, and what did they say? That up till today, they have no plan of voting for anybody. You can imagine, they have no plan to vote for anybody while Peter Obi is there. Which means for Peter Obi, some of them does not even consider him. Imagine, you are being given an opportunity to prove your love for a particular. You say, no, we don't. In other words, you are waiting for people to bring money to you. Far, it won't work. These are some of the things that have been tearing apart the opportunities of Southeast, which for me is traceable to their attitude towards politics and all of that. They seem to they're like, no, none of us would get it. If it's not me, then nobody will get it. This one will say, if it's not me, nobody cares to say, okay, my brother is going to let me give him adequate support and all of that. That's the problem of the elite in the Southeast, which has always frustrated their effort. However, I like to leave it there.